himself into the police.
What makes you think that?
We had words yesterday. After you let him come round, he was giving his usual spiel about wanting to atone. So I said, well, a brave thing would be to hand yourself in. But you haven't got the guts.
Nick!
Well, I didn't think he would. I was just making the point that he's all talk.
Yeah, well, it looks like now he's all action.
Thanks to you. We should go after him.
He's just saying it to wind us up.
How do you know?
Because Nick's right. He's a coward. It'll just be another trick to try and make us feel sorry for him.
Well, I'm not willing to take the risk.
Don't you see? This is exactly what he wants. Us running after him, getting all upset. You shouldn't give him the satisfaction.
And what if it's not? What if he is going to hand himself in?
Then good riddance.
You don't mean that, Kylie.
Oh, I do. Do you know what? I'm out of here.
What about Lily?
Take her with you. Get him to give her a kiss goodbye.
Oh.
This is thanks to you. Goading him like that.
I wasn't goading him. I was just telling him like it is. You know, Kylie's probably right.
And what if she isn't? Everybody turning on him, even his own mother. If David goes to prison, I'll never forgive myself. I'll never forgive you either.
So, you reckon you can get the others on board, then?
Might be tricky. I mean, Nick's bistro isn't exactly banned on the wall, is it? And no disrespect, it's a nice enough little joint.
Actually, we do get the occasional celebrity in here. David Beckham came in once.
Really?
Popped his head in, anyway.
We'd make sure we publicise it, you know, and we can fit more in than this.
Yeah, it would really put the bistro on the map.
Ah, go on, then. Who can refuse a pretty woman?
Oh, that's brilliant.
Oh, hiya. Shiraz, is it?
Oh, yeah, please, yeah. You know what? Actually, no. I think I'm going to go for an orange juice, please. Make that too.
Oh, look, there's Dennis.
Oh, yes. Do you know, I'd forgotten he was coming. I suppose we should go over and say hello.
What's she doing here? She knows you're in a meeting. We're in a meeting.
It looks like it.
Ah, the ravishing Rita. If you ever get bored with him.
Oh, life with Dennis is never boring. Frustrating sometimes and frequently exasperating, but never boring.
Aren't you going to introduce us?
Richie, this is Mary.
Single and available. Only joking. Though I am.
Richie is an old friend of Dennis's.
Rich is a musician. He's going to honour us with a gig here.
Really?
Not if we don't get on with it.
Well, why don't you join us? I'd appreciate your input with you being in the business yourself.
Oh, as I say, that was a long time ago.
You're not kidding. You'd have to have a wind-up gramophone to play her stuff. Not that she actually ever made a record.
Do you know, I think we will join you. At least then there'll be three of us who know what we're talking about.
I'm telling you, Leanne, this man, he is amazing. Yeah, I found muscles I never even knew that I had. No, I swear, he's a miracle worker.
Sorry about this. I think he's overdosed on endorphins.
But mind you, he's got a voice like a foghorn. Right, listen, I hope you didn't shout at your injured squaddies like that.
Shouted louder. There could be a bolshy lot.
You know, he used to rehab work, yeah?
Oh, right. So do you still do that kind of thing, or is it all Botox and boobs brigade these days?
Afraid so. You know, a man's got to make a living.
Shame. Only there's somebody who might be able to help.
Oh, you came? I wasn't sure you would.
I nearly didn't. Not if you're going to give me a cliffhanger like the clock is ticking.
Would you like a drink?
I'd like an answer. You still haven't turned it down, have you? Even after everything that's happened.
Julie.
Oh, that puts me in my place. Close runner-up, but the winner is job in Wales.
That's not true. You'll always come first, which is why I'm here now with you. So we can decide what I'm going to tell them. Look, I know I should have come clean about the fostering, but I couldn't bear to break your heart.
Then don't.
We could have such a good life in Wales. Get a little cottage, roses round the door. You'd fit right into village life. I can just see you making jams and baking stuff.
Sounds idyllic.
Exactly.
Be even more idyllic with a couple of kids fighting over who's going to lick the ball now.
Well, can't I be enough for you?
almost enough.
Well, I'll settle for that. Lots do.
No, but it wouldn't last. This desire for a child, it's like some force inside me I can't control. It swamps me. I know gradually it'd eat away at everything. It ruin what we've got. I'm sorry.
2 at a time. It's going it a bit, isn't it?
I'm celebrating.
Oh, you want to let your face now?
There, that better?
Right, come on. What's happened?
It's just David. Up to the usual. I'll be glad when he's left.
What, he's going?
Yep, and not before time. That's the bit I'm celebrating.
Well, what, being a single mum for the rest of your life? Juggling 2 kids and a job? Well, I can see the attraction.
Well, it's a hell of a lot better than juggling 3 kids in a job, which is what I was doing before.
Is there no way back for you two?
Nope. Signed his own death warrant.
You sure it was that way around? 'Cause from where I'm sitting...
From where you're sitting, you haven't got a full view. I am telling you, the things he's done makes me look like a saint. Why are you drinking and what? 'Cause if you are, get us another.
Excuse me, sorry. Do you know how long it's gonna be? Just I've been waiting ages.
So have they.
Yeah, I know. It's important.
And I'm sure it is to everyone else. Sorry.
Are you doing it?
Following your trail, just like you wanted.
What?
All those coded messages to Carly, you wanted me to find out.
And why would I?
So I could persuade you not to do it. So you could throw up your hands and go, well, at least I tried.
Oh, go on, will you? This is hard enough without you being here.
I'm not going to beg, if that's what you're after.
I can't want to do this, all right?
So why hadn't you done it before?
Because you're right, I didn't have the guts. And I thought there was a chance to get my family back, but there isn't, is there? So at least this way, I'll show I'm not a coward and that I did the right thing.
There must be some way through this.
I wish there were.
We're perfect together.
I know. You're the yin to my yang.
You're the yang to my yin.
Can't we meet in the middle? I'll move to Wales if you foster.
It's not that simple.
Yeah, but it can be. I mean, when we thought I was pregnant, you were really happy, weren't you?
Well, yes, but scared too.
Well, that's normal. Everybody gets scared, and then when the child's here, they realise they were worrying over nothing.
Well, that was different. That child would have been our own.
Is that what's bothering you? No, it wouldn't be our own. Because you'd get over that. You'd soon start to bond.
But it's not just...
I know that you're tired of kids, but that is just teaching. Take the job in the museum and we'll move. And you'll be re-energised, I promise. Oh, you make the most smashing dad.
Julie.
Look, it's just your confidence that's been knocked because the agency turned us down. But we'll appeal. And if that doesn't work, then there's loads of other agencies.
Please, Julie, don't.
What?
The agency did turn us down.
I know, but...
But only because... I told them I didn't want to foster.
Do you think we should go in?
No. If we go wading in and all, it'll just make him more determined, you know, David.
What if Nick can't handle it? I mean, what if he says the wrong thing or loses his temper? I don't know what he might do the way he is at the moment.
Yeah, we'll just have to trust him. If anybody can convince him, Nick will.
You have to do it, be seen. Excuse me.
Forget it.
What?
I'm not doing it.
Yeah, I am.
You can try, but it won't work. I'll tell him you're lying. Without me to back you up, you got no case.
Why are you trying to stop me?
You can't do this to Mum. She's been through
Oh,
enough.
never mind her. This is between you and me. We both know that, Nick. This is the only way. And what, now you're trying to back down?
I'm not backing down.
Yeah, you are. And what, do you feel guilty about saying it to someone because you're still a nice guy? Unlike me.
You think I'm a nice guy? You've no idea what I'd like to do to you. How I'd like to make you suffer. You've wrecked my life.
Well, do it then, do it then. I mean, look at you, you're a mess. And as for your marriage, I bet there's not much going on in that department, is
Okay,
there?
that's none of your
and
business.
it's all down to me. So make me pay. Go on. I mean, this is your chance, Nick. You should be grabbing it with both hands.
The Sergeant will see you now.
Julie! Julie, please, wait!
How could you? How could you take the thing that you knew was most precious to me and smash it all to bits?
It wasn't like that. I wasn't thinking.
Oh, you were thinking, all right. You were thinking about yourself. This is like the vasectomy all over again, but worse.
If I've lied...
If? When have you not?
It's only been to save your feelings, and because I was terrified of losing you.
No, because all you cared about was what you wanted.
Oh, and that's not just the tiniest bit true of you?
Me?
Well, you're not exactly willing to compromise, are you? You want kids, so that's that. We have to have them. The very fact that I'd had a vasectomy should have told you how I felt.
No, Brian. You should have told me how you felt. That's the whole point.
Please,
just
Julie.
Don't. I can't bear to look at you.
You're an idiot and you shouldn't stop me.
Did it for Mum. Don't give a damn about you.
Nick, you did the right thing.
Did I?
Yes.
Couldn't have borne it if you'd have gone to prison.
I still need to pay for what I did.
You've lost your family. I think that's payment enough.
Yeah, so what, I'll just leave then?
Let's get you out of here and we'll talk about it.
Right. Enjoy your family reunion. Don't expect me to be part of it.
Nick! Nick!
It's supposed to be my afternoon off, and then Audrey rang me and asked me to do all her appointments.
Why?
Oh, I don't know. Some sort of family emergency.
There's always an emergency in that house. I'm surprised they still use the word.
You seem in a better mood than this morning. Do you have it out with Todd then?
Yeah, sort of.
What does that mean?
Well, I can see I put him in an awkward position. I mean, Julie's his aunt. He could just stand by and do nothing.
That isn't what you were saying this morning.
Yeah, I know, but he did it for the right reasons.
Yeah, but still, he had no right dropping you in it like that.
I told him. I said I can't bear to look at you.
Well, you did the right thing. You needed telling.
I can't believe he could have done that to me.
I know. Come on, Sean. Get us another round today, mate.
OK.
Do you think if you hadn't said anything, I'd still be none the wiser?
I just feel bad, though. Never meant to cause all this heartache.
Don't be daft. I'm glad I know what he's really like. And I'm beginning to think I'd be better off without him.
Why don't we get a seat, eh? Come on.
Maybe you did do the right thing, Renee, telling her.
Yeah. And don't you go beating yourself up either. You did a good thing.
I hope so.
Of course you did.
He's right.
Poor Julie. I'd have throttled him if it was me.
Be warned. Hey, why don't you come and join us? I think she could do with a bit of female support.
Yeah, OK.
I'll bring you drinks over. Cheers.
Hiya. So what was the big emergency then? You've been ages.
Yeah, don't ask.
The Yardbirds.
Of course, we toured with them in their early days.
Before they were famous, you mean?
When Clapton was still with them, we shared many a roll-up, him and me.
Well, we've got something in common then.
You smoke rollies too?
No, I know Eric.
Really?
Yes, we write to each other. Well, I write and he sends me the odd photograph. Signed, of course.
Can we please get back to business? How about next Friday? Are you free then?
I am, as it happens.
Oh, good, that's a date then.
I shall be there, on the front row.
Well, I'll best be off then.
See you soon, man.
Whoa!
Cool.
Oh, isn't that exciting?
Yeah, I feel 10 years younger.
That's what a hug can do. You should try a kiss. Only joking.
We'll need to get posters printed.
Yeah. It's the 60s theme that'll draw them in. Folk could come dressed up.
I could come as Mary Quant, or Twiggy maybe. What fun.
I think I've still got my go-go boots somewhere.
Really? I would have thought your wardrobe was more 50s, Gloria.
Still beats you by a decade.
Well, I think you've done the right thing.
Wish everyone stopped saying that.
Well, your mum couldn't have stood it. The very thought of him going was putting her in a state.
Right. What's the betting that's off the cards as well? Still, as long as everyone else is happy.
He can be a bit moody, so I'll just give him a bit of time to calm down.
She looks well wrapped.
Just because she is. Apparently David's leaving Weatherfield.
Really?
Yeah. She's pretending to celebrate. She's anything but, poor cow.
Well, I hope you haven't been knocking them back.
No way.
Because we might be doing some celebrating of our own. Well, Todd and Sean are taking Julie out to cheer her up. And we
we've got the house to ourselves.
Oh. I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
Hey, you never guess what happened this afternoon?
What?
So I was walking at Aussie, right, on the Red Wreck, and I saw Dev doing these exercises. He had, like, a tyre tied to his waist, and he was trying to drag it in and out of these cones.
Sure it wasn't just a weird dream?
No, straight up, honestly. So then a bit later on, I let Ozzy off his lead. Anyway, he sees the tyre, darts straight for it, gets it in his teeth, and then starts pulling it for all his weight.
I wish I'd been there.
Poor Dev. Looked knackered after.
Well, no way am I ever going to end up like that. I want to be slim and toned. Like your fella here.
Yeah, he's pretty gorgeous, isn't he?
So was my Brian. He was like a Greek god. Only it turned out to be fancy dress. The real Brian is a selfish, mean, cowardly little man who doesn't really love me at all. But I love him. I love him with all my heart. I'm sorry. I was determined not to do this, not to give him the satisfaction.
Oh, come here, Julie. It's all right to cry.
Yeah, of course it is.
A few weeks ago, the future was so full of hope and something to look forward to, full of love and happiness. And now it feels like there's nothing. No children. Maybe even no Brian. Just years of being a sad, shriveled up old spinster.
Don't you be so daft. Come on, you're still young yet. And there's plenty of fish in the sea, isn't there?
But they're not called Brian.
It might be.
Right then, gang. What are we doing later? Are we hitting the pubs or the clubs? Hey, we could go to a singles night. Work out your future prospects.
DVD and a big box of tissues is probably best. Isn't it?
Well, at least give it a try.
I want to give it a try. If you want to drum up business, you can go and do it somewhere else.
No, it was me who asked him, not the other way around.
Your wife said about the accident, if I can help in any way.
No, thank you.
No, you know, you're missing. He's really very good.
Why don't you want help? Is it because you don't think you need it?
None of your business.
Or maybe you just enjoy all the extra attention, you know, being looked after by the missus.
Hey, no, I didn't say...
It's all right. I think I like being like this. I hate it. Can't go up the stairs without running out of breath. I don't know what day it is half the time. You think I'm up to running around a gym doing press-ups?
Guy who had his arms blown off did the first. Guy who had his legs blown off did the second. Now, looks to me like you got the full set. So what's stopping you, eh?
I think maybe we should go.
Yeah, I think maybe you're right.
If you change your mind, eh?
I'm not drinking that unless it's got a body in it.
It's not.
Right, I'll go and ask him to put one in then.
Well, I've told him not to.
Well, some friend you are.
Yes, well, I'm the only friend you've got, so tough.
I used to have loads of mates, me. I used to have a life till I met him. I chucked it all away, and for what?
But 2 gorgeous kids.
And I'm the one left holding them. That weren't part of the deal. We were supposed to be a family.
Yeah, well, you should have thought about that before you slept with Nick.
This isn't down to me, you know, it's down to him. If you knew what he were really like...
Look, Kylie, does it matter?
Yeah. Yeah, it does matter, because my life's in ruins because of him.
I'd say you've got a pretty good life, actually.
Eh?
You've got a lovely house, you've got 2 gorgeous kids. I'd kill for a bit of that.
You know, I never thought I'd take to being a mum. But it does something to you in here. I love them to bits.
Right. And stop feeling sorry for yourself and get on to him. Come on.
So, what now?
Well, I'll pack my bags and go, if you still want me to.
It was never what I wanted. What I want is my family back in one piece. And that's not going to happen if you leave.
Well, it might never happen. Just because we want it don't mean they do.
Doesn't mean we shouldn't try. I will not be forced to choose between my sons. I love you both. And the fault's not just yours. So, I'm happy for you to keep staying at Mum's. If she is.
Well, somebody's got to keep an eye on him.
Right. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, bye. Hang on. Mum, just let me see the kids, please.
Oh, you don't think I'm going to risk that again?
Well, a couple of hours ago, I didn't think I was going to see him again.
No, I'm sorry, David. Go back to your grand's and we'll talk about it tomorrow.
You're right. This is a fresh start, and it's not like before when I was on my own with Max. I've got a family to support me now, so...
Yeah.
At least I thought I had.
Kylie.
Look, Kylie, this isn't what it looks like. He wasn't coming in.
I knew it! I knew it was just a trick to win us all round.
Look, it wasn't like that.
Well, so much for saying you'd stand by me.
Look, just come in and we can talk.
You can forget it. Take your precious son back. Take the kids and all. You know what? I'm out of here.
We're celebrating 2 decades of one of our biggest boy bands. They'll be here performing their hits and revealing all in front of an audience of very excited fans. So join me, Danny Minogue, for Boyzone at 20, No Matter What, next on ITV.